Hi everyone, it's Tim Topham here from topmusic.co, and I'm delighted to have Paul and Gillian from Piano Teaching Success here at Piano Pivot Live 2020 in order to record some fantastic interviews with our speakers and give you a bit of a backstage pass. And if you really want to immerse yourself in what Piano Pivot is really like, and if you enjoy this interview, then make sure you grab one of our virtual tickets. The virtual tickets are fully edited professional recordings of our speakers actually on stage doing their thing, live teaching, keynote workshops. And if you want to grab that, head to pianopivotlive.com/virtual. I'll see you there.
Hi, and welcome back to Piano Pivot Live in Melbourne, and I'm here with Carly McDonald.
Lovely to be here with you.
Thanks, Carly. And you had a fabulous session today. Today has been such a great day, hasn't it?
It's been a really full-on day. Lots of really informative sessions. I felt really good at the end of all of them.
Yes, me too. And I think if you're really serious about building a piano studio, you're here. You know, like
and there's a lot of really interesting teachers here who I've had great chats with who are doing some really cool stuff.
Yes, the movers and the shakers, I think.
Yeah, it's really lovely.
Yeah, it is. So you shared with us, and really a warts and all, step through the experience that you've had over the last, is it about 3 years?
Yes, the whole process has been 3 years. So more in depth of the last 2 and 18 months, that what we've gone through building a preschool music program, but it's been quite a process.
Yes, and you shared with us like pretty much globally what it really would take to build anything. So if you're a little bit entrepreneurial out there and you were looking at building a course or building, particularly you built a music program, so it had a few fundamentals like curriculum and stuff
yes,
that you had to get right. But it was really, you'd also examined all the business aspects about building logos and brand and all those kind of things, and it was really informative. So if you please get the Piano Pivot Live e-ticket and look at
Carly. And then you can watch it.
Yeah, you can know what it's all about. But anyway, I got some burning questions.
Yeah, excellent.
And so what were the good things? What were your learnings out of the whole process of doing? What were the good bits? The bad bits?
So I learnt, one of the biggest learnings I had was curriculum building is a very intensive process, both resource rich, so your time and energy and effort, but also financially, the time to do the rewrites and get the right people involved is a very intensive activity.
Yes.
So that was probably one of my biggest learnings.
And you had that thing, what was it? You did it, you reviewed, no, what was it?
So we brainstormed everything first and consulted different people, and then we did a write of the first term curriculum.
Yes, but you had a slide that kept on coming back.
Oh, yes.
What was that one?
Experiment, fail, learn, repeat.
That's right.
And it's what we did again and again and again. Yeah.
And that's expensive. It is time consuming.
Very.
And it can be frustrating at times, I imagine. I do know that because I've done a few of these curriculums in my time. And I think the thing is sometimes it's examining, sometimes with all kinds of things in business, you can go, oh, Facebook ads don't work, or you might try something and it didn't produce the results that you wanted it to produce. Yeah. And it's sometimes examining.
Absolutely, and why it didn't work, and sometimes it's not the thing itself that didn't work, but how you approached it.
Yes.
And as teachers, we know that we need to do repetition of things to see success in the end anyway, but you need to repeat the right things to get success. So if it's not working, you need to take a step back and examine what that was, and then try again from a different angle, maybe to get success.
Yes.
So that's what we did with our curriculum, and until we got the curriculum right. And again with our branding and marketing and all those things, it was always...
And even one of the times, you know, you felt you weren't really having the retention rates that you wanted, and so you'd have to be thinking, is it the curriculum that I haven't got right? And in the end, I think you went in as co-taught and went, it's the teachers,
isn't it? Yeah. So it was really important from a business development perspective for me to be involved in the process, and not just in a thinking way.
High level.
Yeah, not just in that academic kind of sense, but in the real hands-on getting it done, so that we could speed up that experimenting, failing, learning, repeating cycle, rather than taking a month to figure something out. I could do it in 1 week. And that was a much quicker process.
And I think that sometimes this is also can be very relevant to things like in marketing, you know, like Facebook campaigns. People go, I don't know anything about Facebook. Oh, outsource that. I'll just get someone else to do it. Or even building a website or anything. And they outsource it, and then they get back and they think, oh, oh, it's not doing any good. Well, because it hasn't got the essence of them in it, and they're the ones that know their business and who the ideal clients are. And, all that kind of
and sometimes though, with those things, we're not experts in those areas.
No.
And so rather than spend all of our time and
building it,
then we can outsource it, but it's outsourcing it in consultation so that it does come back with the elements, or having enough review stages that you can infuse it with the essence that you're really
it's being involved with the content of it, not just, I'll just build my website for me.
Yeah,
you have to be involved.
A lot about brand personality and being able to really say who you are as a company without having to say anything.
Yeah,
it needs to be a visual representation of your personality. Absolutely.
It was really, really good. So what are you hoping those people that teachers caught from your session today?
I hope that they understood that if at first you don't succeed, then you can try again.
I think they would have.
And that failing is okay.
Yes.
So often as adults we forget that learning is a process of failing and trying again and those kinds of things, because we become experts in what we do.
Yes.
But if we want to try something new, it's okay to try something new. You might fail, but it's okay to come at it again from a different angle and try again, because it's what we did.
Yes. And it's that grit and determination. It's grit. Have you read the book that Angela
Yes.
book? Yes.
Yeah.
And it's that grittiness.
Yeah, Angela Duckworth, I think that's and it's a fabulous book, and it's what it's about. And being able to be resilient to failure, and that's what our students do every single day. And preschoolers in particular, they just jump in boots and all and give it a crack, and if they fall over they get up and try it again.
Yeah.
And we forget to do that as adults.
I think so, because we don't do many things that aren't right.
Yeah, we stop doing the wrong things.
Yeah. But they're always doing stuff that they're getting into trouble for, so it's like, it's just another one.
Yeah, and it's okay to make mistakes and then change your plans and keep moving forward. And I think in the development of anything new, because it's new, you're going to come up against things that don't turn out to be how you thought, and it's okay to go back and change them in the development and pursuit of something new.
And I think there's also, and you didn't do this in this point because it wasn't you, but you did look at it. Am I going to give up, or am I going to keep going here? But there must have been many points at that last thing thinking.
Yeah, and part of our planning and business process was to set a financial goal and to set a timeline goal. And when am I expecting this to be profitable? Because I can't throw good money after bad in development of a program. I need to make sure that it's going to be able to bring something to my business. And so we set a timeline and a budget, and it needed to be successful by a certain time. It's okay down the line to then reassess. Yeah. But you at least have to set that up to start with.
I think so, because otherwise the timeline gets to be never.
Or you're just constantly throwing money at it.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's really tricky.
But sometimes if you think, I've got to get this done in 1 year or whatever, or 3 months, whatever, you think, gosh, I better get cracking, because otherwise I'm not going to meet my timeline. And sometimes that's the thing that actually provides some momentum to get forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for sharing that journey, because it was a pleasure. It was a warts and all.
It really was. It was really honest and vulnerable, because I think too many times we don't share that we have failures, and then people expect that we are all just successful because we tried. But this was a try, fail, learn,
and ultimately you were successful.
Yes, absolutely, but only because I was happy to change things along the way when things were unsuccessful.
Yes. So thank you very much for chatting to us. And another one on your tour.
So tomorrow is our last in Sydney on our tour, yes, with Samantha Coates, which I'm looking forward to. I'm managing parents.
Yeah, so if you haven't got a ticket yet and you're in Sydney tomorrow, make sure you...
Yes, absolutely.
Go online and get one.
Come on down.
Okay, thanks so much, Carly.
Thanks very much.